What's up, guys? Happy Monday. Welcome into another episode of the Daily Juice Podcast with me, Matt Perrault, at Sports Talk Matt. My social handles. This podcast being brought to you by OmahaSteaks.com. You guys get to go check out the Hotter Than Fire Grill Pack, which is available right now. Juice is the promo code in the search bar. That gives you over a 60% savings on this great pack of food that comes right to your door. Completely and totally frozen solid. It's awesome. They come in these awesome packs, these very easy boxes. You grab them, you stick them right in the freezer. Whenever you want them, you pull it out. Heck, the burgers, the 12 free burgers they're going to give you, don't even need to defrost it. Chuck it on the grill. Bam. About 5-10 minutes, probably 10 minutes, you're good to go. You're eating right there. Great for cookouts. The Jumbo Franks are enormous. You want something quick, easy, cookout season's here. Check it out, the Hotter Than Fire Pack at omahasteaks.com. Promo code JUICE in the search bar, and that activates all the savings at omahasteaks.com. All right, 3-1 day yesterday. We go 3-0 on the Open Championship, up 3.36 units. The 17th hole, I cursed both Matthew Fitzpatrick and Tommy Fleetwood. I cursed both those guys. Triple bogeys on 17. Triple. Won both head-to-heads on round 2 and round 4. That was good. We get the plus 136 to cash. A little plus money action there with Jason Day beating Tommy Fleetwood head-to-head. Joey Logano wrecked after winning the first stage at Pocono, so we got that with Kevin Harvick over him. Got that right. Over 10 for the Dodgers. All 3 games, simple, easy peasy Dodger over. Dodgers on the road, look to the over. More on the Dodgers here in just 1 second. But then we got the Mariners wrong. They lost 4-3. They were winning. Then they blew it against the Blue Jays. So kind of an annoying loss there for that. But before we get to the picks today, it's Monday. The slate stinks. Okay, I got 2 games. I don't love the bets, to be honest with you. They're okay. It's 2 things I said I wasn't going to do, but I think I'm going to do it because I can't find anything else I want to bet, unfortunately, at the moment. So it's a wonky Monday, end of July, about to get into football season big time, about to get into really the countdown to football. So we'll just kind of bite down and take 2 bets going for baseball here today on a Monday and look to get some other bets. Big combat sports weekend. My gosh, is there a lot going on Saturday. Cannot wait. We got Poirier fight against Gaethje. We got Crawford taking on Spence. I mean, my gosh, we got a lot of really good stuff to get to later on the weekend. But before we do that, though, and give you the picks for today, let's talk a little bit about the BettingPros app, which is free to download. Free iOS, free at Android. You get to follow experts, top-rated bettors, and bettors on a hot streak to get instant notifications when new bets are placed. You can customize your notifications by sport, so you only receive alerts when your bets go in that interest you. You can even limit the alerts that you get, only historical ROI positive markets of the bettors that you do follow. Take advantage of these features and more by downloading BettingPros, the app, by visiting bettingpros.com/apps or by searching BettingPros in the App Store right now to go and download the BettingPros app. Okay, so let's start here with the Toronto Blue Jays and the Los Angeles Dodgers. The total is 9.5. It's minus 118 at FanDuel. So let's roll through this, okay? In games in which the Dodgers are at home, okay, this season, the Dodgers are pretty good to the over as the home team, 24, 19, and 2. But that's not like a gigantic number, okay? That's not huge. Yes, they're an over team at home, but they're not like the Texas Rangers or anything. On the road, Toronto is flat, 26, 26, and 1. So neither over or under for these teams. When you take a look at the pitching matchup and what's going to go on here for this game, I really do think that the Dodgers and the Blue Jays, for that matter, with Berrios starting for the Blue Jays, I think we got a decent shot at the under 9.5 coming in here for Toronto and Los Angeles. It's the last game of the day. It's a 10:10 Eastern time start, so I'm kind of sorry about that. Michael Grove is going for the Dodgers. At home, Michael Grove has a 4.83 ERA. I get that, but in the month of July, 3.60, and pitching his last 3 games, 1 earned run, 4 earned runs, and 1 earned run. He's going to go 4 to 5 innings here, maybe 6. Last time home against the Angels, 10-5. It was a 4 earned run performance out of him. So he's been touched up. He's 26 years old, not the greatest of right-handed hitters. But the bullpen for the Dodgers is good enough for me to say, okay, Berrios coming in, and we have to like what Berrios has done so far this year on the road. He's been very effective for the Blue Jays this year on the road, and it's sort of one of those things where I'm like, can the offense keep this being this hot for the Dodgers? I'm actually going to kind of fade that a bit. Berrios is a 3.84 ERA, 4-4 straight up on the road this year, 242 opposing batting average. But Berrios against the Padres, 2-0 loss. 2 earned runs against the Arizona Diamondbacks, just 1 earned run given up. On the road against Chicago, 7 innings, no earned runs given up. So he's been very good in the month of July. In fact, his ERA is 1.47 in the month of July with a 190 opposing batting average. So I'm going to need that version of Jose Berrios to come in here and to do what I'm hoping to have them perform. The bullpen for the Blue Jays has been fairly decent. It's a 3.74 ERA, puts them in the top 10 for Major League Baseball ERAs. For WHIP for Toronto, they do give up a little more base runners than I probably would like, but they're still one of the better bullpens. They have a WHIP of 1.23. That's 6th in Major League Baseball, so that's not bad. The bullpen in terms of home runs given up, Toronto pretty middle of the pack, from a home run perspective, 46 home runs that they've been giving up this year. They do walk a little bit more than I would like, but it's still not bad. They're second best in Major League Baseball with only 115 walks. So all bullpens this year have been giving up way too many walks. The ERA again for Toronto, top 10. So after Berrios comes in, can they keep the Dodgers bats quiet? I think they can, at least for 9.5. The Dodgers bullpen, 4.1 ERA, kind of towards the bottom of Major League Baseball. Toronto's, a WHIP of 1.29. That's top half of the league for LA. Not outstanding, but we have to be concerned a little bit with the offense and a little bit with what Vlad Guerrero Jr. has been doing. But I do think on a Monday, coming off first game of the series, 9.5. Under 9.5, minus 118. After me saying, I'm not betting unders, I'm going to come in here, I'm going to bet an under for the Blue Jays and the Dodgers, 1.18 units down on that. I'm going to double down on this. I can't believe I'm going to do this, but I'm going to give you 2 unders. It can't keep going like this. We can't see all this offense like crazy just keep on coming in, and it's a huge matchup, the game of the day, Houston and Texas, okay? Battle for the American League West. John Gray against Brandon Bielik, I think it's how you say this kid's last name. Let's start with John Gray for a second. Right-handed pitcher, 6-5 with a 3.31 ERA. John Gray on the road has a 2.31 ERA. 4-2 on the year, 207 opposing batting average. John Gray has been very good on the road against the Red Sox. Last time out on the road was 6 innings, 3 earned runs. Against the Yankees, 1 earned run. It went 5 innings. On the road start before that against Baltimore, 7 innings, 1 earned run for him. In the month of July for John Gray, he's been a 3.86 ERA. Not bad. Has pitched a lot at home and been pretty effective at home given the offense. 5-1, 12-4 last 2 starts against at home. But you give up 4 1/3, 0 earned runs against Tampa Bay Rays in his last start. I like John Gray here in this game against the Astros because the Astros aren't scoring a ton of runs right now or at home, that matter. This Brandon kid, 5-5 with a 3.46 ERA. He on the road this year, 4.01, but at home, 2.87, 3-2 with an opposing batting average of 195. In July, he has an ERA of 1.02. Last time out on the road at Colorado, 5 2/3, no earned runs. Last home start against Seattle, 3-1 loss, 5 innings, 2 earned runs. Against Colorado at home, he went 7, 0 earned runs. The total's 8.5. Games like this, we're talking about really big crunch time type games, and when it gets really, really important, I know Texas is the number 2 team, 2 overs this season in Major League Baseball, but Houston's 48-50-2, so they are an under team right now. At home for Houston this year, they're 24-22-1. Now, just a little bit over as a road team. Texas, awesome at home to overs, but on the road, Texas is not as good. They're under 21, 23, and 2 to the over. So technically, they're an under team when they go on the road. So given all the runs that were scored, they won 8-4 yesterday against the Dodgers. I think we're going under here. I think we're going under. It's juiced to the over 8.5. Okay, minus 118. But I'm going to say first game on a Monday, playoff type atmosphere, a lot of intensity going into this series between Houston and Texas. We're going under 8.5 at minus 104. All right. If I add anything else, I'll let you know. You can fade both these bets if you want. We had a winning week last week. It was a small winning week, but these next 3 weeks, we just got to get through it. Okay. We just got to put our head down, get through these next 3 weeks, and then we get into the real fun of college football. We do have some cool things coming up later in this week, though. This is going to be a fun week. It's going to be a fun weekend. So let's go small here in the beginning part of the week and then start to really get going heavy on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for big bets coming up this weekend. Under 9.5, Dodgers and the Blue Jays. Under 8.5, Rangers and the Astros. My name is Matt Perrault. You guys can follow me on socials at Sports Talk Matt each and every morning. It is the Daily Juice Podcast being brought to you by OmahaSteaks.com.